Hello and welcome to Watch Me Movie. My name is Ryan and today we're going to be watching Forrest Gump for the first time. One of the main reasons for me starting this channel is because there is films like this that pretty much everyone has seen that I've yet to see. Obvious things like Forrest Gump, Gladiator, Braveheart, Saving Private Ryan, Schindler's List, Shawshank Redemption, Good Will Hunting, Few Good Men. Just really obvious films that everyone's seen that I've yet to see. There's a long list of them that I need to get through. So I thought we'd start off with Forrest Gump. Obviously, over the years, I've seen references made to this in popular media, parodied in comedies like Simpsons and Family Guy, etc. So I do know the references like Run Forrest Run and Life is like a box of chocolate. I've seen those quotes used in other places and stuff, so I am familiar with a few lines and a few clips from the film. But I don't really know what the plot of Forrest Gump is or anything that happens, so we are pretty much going in blind. Just before we jump straight into the film, if you have a Twitter account and you'd like a say in the movies that we view on this channel, I have just set up an account over there. We're currently at 0 followers, but when we do get a few followers over there, what I plan to do is take the suggestions that we get in the comments and put them in a poll over on Twitter for people to vote on. So if you would like a say and a vote on what comes next on the channel, then do give us a follow over on Twitter. Also, if you appreciate this reaction and you'd like to see more, then consider leaving a thumbs up on this video and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. With all that said, let's get on with Forrest Gump. Lovely wide shot.
Do you want a chocolate? My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
I'm glad that that's in the first few seconds of the film. It's not spoiled anything for me then.
Those must be comfortable shoes. I've worn lots of shoes.
That one long shot at the beginning was really nice, pushing in, taking all that time to push in on him. It was really cool.
But we're gonna straighten him right up now, aren't we, Forrest?
Oh, God.
Now, when I was a baby, Mama named me after the great Civil War hero, General Nathan Bedford Forrest. He started up this club called the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh my God.
That's how I got my name, Forrest Gump.
Okay. Didn't know that Forrest was a Ku Klux Klan descendant.
He's gonna have to go to special school.
There must be something can be done.
Is that Mr. Gump? Mrs. Gump?
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
Oh. Roasted you, mate. Get gone.
First,
Mama, what's vacation mean?
vacations when you go somewhere and you don't ever come back.
That's not good information.
It's summer!
That sure looks special.
I do love this accent though.
Forrest?
Say, man, show me that crazy little walk you just did there.
This is not for children's eyes.
Forrest taught him it. I do like it when they mix real world events in with like a fictional character. Saw it on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood most recently. It's cool. They do it in Citizen Kane as well, don't they?
Mama said not to be taking rides from strangers.
This is the bus to school.
You can't sit here. You can sit here if you want. Are you stupid or something?
She was my most special friend.
Oh yeah.
Just plain stupid.
Now, you wouldn't believe it if I told you that I could run like the wind blows. That day on, if I was going somewhere, I was running. He was always kissing and touching her and her sisters.
God.
Some nights, Jenny'd sneak out come on over to my house just 'cause she said she was scared. Scared of what? I don't know.
Hey, stupid!
Quit it! Run, Forrest!
It's with these kids, man. Kind of kids are these?
I ran to get where I was going. I never thought it would take me anywhere. I got to go to college too.
Okay.
What's going on? Well, raccoon's trying to get on our back porch. Mama just chased him off with a broom.
Spoken about so many times, which is so evident today.
Ma'am, you dropped your book. Ma'am.
I'm not completely educated on the historical events that I'm seeing here, but I am aware that they're real historical events that is being inserted into. The writing is like amazing, like especially how they're tying everything into each other, and especially the narration. I don't know if this is based on a book at all. I should have really Googled it before I watched, but I didn't want to spoil anything. Ah, Forrest, mate.
Brought you some chocolate.
No, it's just the accents and the setting, the location of it or whatever. But it doesn't feel like a Coen Brothers film, but some of the characters feel like Coen Brothers characters.
Have you ever been with a girl, Forrest?
I sit next to them in my home economics class all the time. Oh, I'm dizzy.
Good comedic reveal.
Congratulations. How do you feel?
I gotta pee.
I believe he said he had to go pee.
This film's not what I expected it to be at all. I don't know what I was expecting.
I got a college degree. Mama was so proud.
Have you given any thought to your future?
Thought.
You're not even low-life scum-sucking maggot! Get your faggoty ass on the butt!
I'm not gay.
Matter of fact, I'm going into the shrimping business for myself after I get out the army.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be this comical.
Done, Drill Sergeant!
Shrimp stew, shrimp salad.
Some of these shots as well are just really nice.
How many roads must a man walk down?
We used to have to sing this song in assembly at school. In first school.
She was a folk singer.
Kinda.
Holly, get out here!
Uh-oh.
Down!
Forrest, you stay away from me, okay? You just stay away from me, please.
They sending me to Vietnam, and just like that, she was gone.
Better off, mate, by the looks of things. That is some scene, man. Wow. Yeah, this film has surprised me because I thought it'd just be like I wasn't really looking, to be totally honest, I wasn't completely looking forward to watching this film. Just because I didn't really know what to expect, and I thought it might be a bit of a sort of heavy drama to sit through. Look at this shot as well. It's just really creative writing and really witty as well. It's not what I expected at all. I'm really enjoying it so far.
Fire in the hole!
Don't even flinch.
There's something happening here.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just didn't expect it to be this cinematic. Wow. I can't believe how much the VFX still holds up. It's got to be a pretty old film. It's in the 90s, isn't it?
And every time I went back looking for Bubba, somebody else was saying, "Help me, Forrest, help me."
Gonna save the whole platoon.
Then it felt like something just jumped up and bit me. I gotta find Bubba!
Oh, Bubba, no. No, I'm gonna be all right.
Forrest is the greatest soldier that ever lived.
If I'd have known this was gonna be the last time me and Bubba was gonna talk.
Ah.
It was a bullet, wasn't it? That jumped up and bit you.
Yes, sir. Bit me directly in the buttocks. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Harper?
Damn.
For some reason, ping pong came very natural to me.
It's surprising how, like, I don't know what is VFX and what isn't in this film. I can't tell what's practical and what isn't. It's really subtle.
With a
The
candid
soundtrack
speech
of this
by the
film is
president regarding
surprising
the
as
need
well.
for further escalation of the war.
Do a debt of gratitude, son.
Like, obviously you could see the
Oh, that must be a sight.
deep fake is not very good, but still it's quite subtle VFX. It's quite well done for in those days. I'm assuming this is late 90s. I should have checked before I started watching.
Come on, man! Come up here, man!
Yeah, I love the narration. A few of these historical events, like I said before, a few of them are lost on me, I think, but like this one, I'm not sure who that's meant to be.
In Vietnam,
That's it!
that's all I have to say.
Yay, Jenny.
He's a baby killer.
War, where black soldiers go to fight, and comes an imperial dog act.
Uh-oh.
He should not be hitting you, Jenny. We walked around all night, Jenny and me, just talking.
Soundtrack's just taking me back to Fear and Loathing.
You wanna go to San Francisco?
60s San Francisco, oh my god.
You know what I think? You should go home to Greenbow, Alabama!
Forrest is a beast. Don't give her that.
I want you.
Forrest, I can't keep this.
I bet you're gonna though, aren't you?
Why are you so good to me?
You're my girl.
I'll always be your girl.
Don't tell him that, man. Forrest better get his own girl in this. Why are you acting tough now? It's literally just beating you up.
I thought I was going back to Vietnam.
They're all missing the moon landing.
Forrest Gump, John Lennon.
So weird.
No possessions? No religion, too?
Oh. Hard to imagine.
Well, it's easy if you try, Dick.
Lieutenant Dan said he was living in a hotel and
God, this soundtrack. Wow, look at that shot, man. That is beautiful.
Hey!
I'm walking here.
Now hear this! Private Gump here is gonna be a shrimp boat captain.
The day that you are a shrimp boat captain, I will come and be your first mate.
it's funny. But in the middle of all that fun, I began to think about Jenny.
Forrest. It's gotta be the single most depressing time of the year when that song kicks in. Probably not for everyone. Time to forget about Jenny, Forrest. Lovely ladies.
She tastes like cigarettes.
You know them ones.
I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
I know that Watergate was a scandal and that it was the end of his presidency, but I don't know the details of it. But I'm aware that they're alluding to the fact that Forrest rumbled him accidentally. Gump Mao table tennis.
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
Forrest is like the embodiment of not overcomplicating things, keeping it simple, and overachieving because of it. It's really cool, like Mr. Magoo style setup where he's wandering into success.
I'd never named a boat before.
Don't call it Jenny.
But there was only one I could think of.
Ugh. I mean, Jenny's had a messed up life. She was abused as a kid and stuff, and obviously has gone through all types of addiction since, and is suicidal. She just needs to leave Forrest alone now. Because if she hadn't said, "I'll always be your girl" to him, he'd have probably by now found someone who would actually be his girl. Well, his boat just crash?
Well, thought I'd try.
My boat.
You call this a storm? You and me!
That's gotta be one of the most terrifying things, being in a boat that size in a storm in the ocean.
Only one shrimping boat actually survived the storm.
Louise, there's Forrest.
Hold on there, boy. We were sitting next to a millionaire.
Is Bubba Gump shrimp a real thing then?
Forrest had a phone call. His mama's sick.
We sure got you straightened out, didn't we, boy?
He reminds me of a Coen Brothers character.
What's my destiny, Mom?
You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself.
Fulfilled about 5 destinies.
I gave Bubba's mama Bubba's share. She didn't have to work in nobody's kitchen no more.
I have always wanted to have a ride on lawnmower. I ain't got any grass, but like a ride on lawnmower.
I'd always think of Jenny.
He could have got himself a nice little wife who would have proper loved him if he hadn't have been stuck on Jenny. Jenny's got her own problems, but she should have at least told him not to wait for her. Red cap's not a good look nowadays, Forrest.
Jenny came back and stayed with me. Maybe it was because she had nowhere else to go.
Probably. She come there to recover or something from heroin. Some of these shots, I've totally forgotten to like comment on the cinematography or anything, but some of them are really beautiful.
I guess there just aren't enough rock.
Look how simple that shot is, but it's just really nice. They've jammed so many songs into the soundtrack of this, but they've still managed to do it in a good way where it's not overbearing. Like, I don't know, it's a really good choice of soundtrack. So many classics on here.
And it was the happiest time of my life.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. I wasn't expecting Jenny to come through. I knew Jenny was a character that people disliked because of the way she treated Forrest, and I could see why. But she had her own problems, and she's come back eventually.
Will you marry me?
Is that the Django doorway? Is that the same staircase? That is the same set as Django, right? I'd feel proud of Forrest if this was a different girl, but fair enough, mate. She's the worst type of person to have around a guy like Forrest, because why keep him hanging on his whole life, man?
I decided to go for a little run. I ran clear to the ocean. And when I got there, I figured since I'd gone this far, I might as well turn around, just keep on going.
Wow. Some of these wide shots, my God.
Why are you doing this?
It just felt like running.
I'll follow you anywhere, Mr. Gump. Whoa, man, you just ran through a big pile of dog shit.
It happens.
Happens. That's silly. What a weird concept.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
Moments ago, at 2:25 p.m., as President Reagan was leaving the White House.
There's so many presidential assassination attempts in America, Jesus Christ.
I ate some.
I feel like all I've done through this film is like smile and chuckle to myself. Sorry if it's not been that good a reaction.
Hello, Mr. Gump.
Sixth Sense kid?
His name's Forrest. I named him after his daddy.
And you only decided to tell him now?
Okay.
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Why is the TV leant back like that?
I have some kind of virus. They don't know what it is, and there isn't anything they can do about it.
Come stay at my house in Greenbow.
Would you marry me, Forrest?
Lieutenant Dane, this is my Jenny.
My Jenny. Same bed as Mum were in dying. Beautiful golden hour shot. Who does the cinematography for this? The art design as well, the colour palette and the costume and set design is just all really nice. She got turned into a bird.
My favorite book.
Is that Feather? Oh man. So we just got finished watching Forrest Gump. Wow. I was really taken aback by this film. Like I said at the beginning, there's a long list of films that I've kind of not avoided, but I've just never got around to watching, and I've never sort of had the real urge to watch them because I thought they weren't going to be my kind of thing. This was one of those things. Tom Hanks is not one of my favourite actors, but it's probably because I've never seen this role before. I fully understand that Tom Hanks is a massively talented actor. I'm not trying to say that he isn't in any way. It's just that he's not been in like my favourite actors of all time before. I was expecting it to be, because of all I've seen of this film and all I've heard about it, the only clips or bits I've seen before are parodies and people doing the Forrest Gump voice and doing impressions of Forrest Gump. I was expecting it to be kind of like cringy in a way. I thought, the way he was portraying someone who was practically mentally disabled, I thought it might be sort of really dated and cringy and kind of offensive maybe in a way, but I was massively surprised to see how sensitively he approached the role, how sensitively the film put that across, and that it wasn't like a novelty. The concept was really unique. Obviously, I've seen fictional characters get inserted into real world events before. We were speaking before about like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Citizen Kane did it to a degree in the introduction to that and stuff. And it's kind of like that, but more developed, and it really worked for this. That again didn't just feel like a novelty thrown into the film. It was, the writing felt really interesting, and it just kept you intrigued. The cinematography was obviously beautiful. The art design was beautiful. The acting was amazing all around. But I think the thing that stood out for me the most was the writing in this. And I'm pretty ignorant to the source of this story. I don't know whether it was just a screenplay that was written or whether it's a book. Either way, the themes it presented and the story that it told were just done in a really clever and nice way, especially Forrest's narration and dialogue. Sometimes it was just really well written. I like Forrest's character in the way that he succeeds in this Mr. Magoo way of stumbling through life. He keeps things super simple, and it means that he succeeds to an extraordinary amount. That was a really cool aspect of it. And I like the symbolism of the feather at the beginning and the end that was just sort of tumbling through the universe. It was just a really nice metaphor for life, the whole film. So yeah, I was massively surprised by this. I'm sorry that I waited so long to view it. But yeah, I just enjoyed this film massively, and I wasn't expecting to at all. I thought it'd be a bit of an arduous task to watch this film, and that it might be sort of really heartbreaking drama. And I will admit, it got me a few times in the emotions. But I think the thing I did most throughout this film was just smile and chuckle to myself. I hope I reacted enough for a reaction video. But yeah, it really sucked me in, and I got really involved in this film, and I didn't expect to at all. I can see why it's famous, and it's a firm favourite for a lot of people. So yeah, that's the first one off the list of films that everyone else has seen and I haven't. I need to go through a lot of others like Braveheart, Gladiator, all the ones I listed at the beginning. If you would like a say in what film comes next, you can go over to the Twitter that we've just set up in the last few days, reply to the pinned tweet on there with a suggestion, and we'll put it in a poll and people can vote on it. That'll start becoming more of a regular thing once we get some followers over on the Twitter. But also feel free to leave suggestions in the comments here. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you appreciated this reaction, and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. I'll be back with another upload in a few days. Until then, thanks for being here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.